Kiaran, the World's coming up. How much are you looking forward to that challenge?
To be honest, I'm really looking forward to the challenge. Obviously, it's my first major. Obviously, I've been stuck behind obviously Galalo. We've just seen obviously smash the Olympics. So for now, obviously, I've got them shoes to fill. New weight for me. Obviously, I've never made this weight, so it's a big thing really. If I can get the weight right, obviously, and all the performances come from that.
Yeah, you mentioned Galal there. I mean, that must be terrifically inspirational to see someone like that, around about your weight, go and win an Olympic title.
Oh, 100%. I've always knew he had him, obviously. I've sparred with him for the past 5-6 years now. Obviously, we've shared the ring numerous times. Obviously, that's helped me. It's brought me on leaps and bounds. And obviously, if I can keep improving and keep competing with him through the years, obviously now it's just my time to just sort of blossom.
You obviously got the Olympics in 3 years' time. I think it is in Paris. Is this World Championships a bit of a stepping stone for you towards that?
Yeah, I mean, this is obviously the first big step. Obviously, you do well here, you start getting seedings, you start getting your ranking points up. Obviously, you start building up. Obviously, every other major you're going to be seeded if you do well here. So this is like your start of your Olympic journey, to speak. To get a seed is just going to make every other major that little bit easier. So from now, if we can start now, it's going to make obviously the journey to the Olympics a little bit easier.
What have you been working on specifically ahead of this tournament?
I've just been sort of polishing up, trying not to give the eye-catching shots away, because in the Olympics that's what was getting scored really clearly. So I'm just tightening my defence up, work on all the things, and just polish what I'm being good at, because obviously it's worked in other international tournaments. So I know it's a major tournament, but it's like nothing different to what I haven't done before. So I've boxed the best in the world, so I've just got to keep on competing with them, and then obviously hope that everything goes well.
I was going to ask you about that. Obviously, you mentioned the first major, but is it just a case of shut all that out, just concentrate on yourself?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's a major, but I've boxed obviously and sparred obviously all the best in the world for the past 5-6 years since I've been on the programme. So for me, this is just my time. It's just on a big stage, and obviously it's going to be seen. But it's nothing I haven't done before. Obviously I've beat the European champions, I've beat people like that just in tournaments, but obviously it just goes overlooked a little bit, because obviously 3 days in Serbia or 3 days in Lithuania, doesn't really get brought the eye a bit, but obviously a major's more on the eye, so it'd be good for more people to see obviously me winning these big fights.
Look at England's record in the Worlds. Compared to the Olympics, it's not quite so spectacularly good. I think only Frankie Gavin's actually won a world gold medal. Is that something you think this current squad can improve on this time?
Oh, 100%. Obviously it's a new squad. Obviously the last squad is a record achievement, so this new squad's obviously untested really. But obviously Frankie Gavin's the only one at the minute. Obviously I'll be joining them soon, so we'll be joining up there, but obviously it's a new squad, it's untested. It's a little bit short in experience, but obviously that's where obviously you blossom really in the bigger challenges.
Going into this tournament, what would represent a success for you, do you think?
Obviously I'm aiming for a medal. You've got to go in there. I think you'll win the tournament. I don't want to leave with nothing less than a medal, so I'm in there for 5 fights, and that's the only way I look at it. Obviously you can't go in there for one fight. You're in there for the tournament. You're in there to beat the best and do the best you can, and obviously come out on top.
You're a proud lad from the northeast. How much are you aware of kind of representing both your region and your country when you're getting into these tournaments?
Oh, 100%. Obviously the northeast got some great boxing talent. Obviously it has for the past years. Obviously looking all the way back like Tony Jeffries, the type from his Olympic medal. Then obviously you've just seen Pat do it more recently. So the region's thriving. So it's about time some spotlight came up in the northeast, because we don't get a lot of. But there's a lot of good fighters from the northeast. So you've got to just stand by it and keep that tradition going.
All the very best.
Thank you very much.